will launch every month, 4 to 5 weeks, and basically it'll come with operators. So we are dedicated to giving you guys operators every month, and it'll come with a unique theme, battle pass, gameplay experiences, and we always try to push new modes. So game modes, events, and it's something that we always want to focus on, trying to give you guys something at the start of the season that focuses on the operator. So you guys might have seen Deimos Wanted, or Minesweeper for Legion, and then for the next one in less than 9 days, and less than 2 weeks from now, we will also have something fun. And we do these so that you guys can try, new experiences. We really want you to have something fresh, and also, feedback is very important here, as we want to have something maybe permanent that sticks. So if you guys have specific modes that you like the 3v3 on restaurant, and we always listen, we always look, even if you don't think so. We are looking, we're lurking, we're reading comments, even if they're not nice, but most of the time they're sweet. Um, so yeah, and alongside this, you might have seen that we do have something we call protocol events. So this season we had something magical, as you might have seen, and that is Rainbow's Magic. But this is an example of what a protocol event. Players who have been here since last year, you might have experienced Cursed Carnival, as well as Merry Mayhem. But the goal here is really to give you guys something big to come around and have fun with in our game. It'll always come with a dedicated game mode, map, free cosmetics, currencies, and challenges. And we are dedicated to giving you guys this every other season. So you guys had Rainbow's Magic, so next season there won't be any, but the season after we have something big, something cool. It won't be trophy hunt. It's going to be something interesting and fun, and it'll come with an interesting map as well. So super excited for that. Second, okay, cool. So let's let's move on to the next topic, which is um, our ranked mode, actually. So I wanted to talk first about the season structure, because we've never really announced or fully spoken to you guys about this. Ranked seasons will now span 2 operations, right? So this is really to create a more stable and competitive environment for longer periods. And each ranked season will feature a ranked event. This season we had Bandit. Next season we'll have another operator with actually a new line of skin. It looks really great, so it's pretty cool. And what will happen at the end of this ranked season? So we're actually ending this season in a week, in less than 2 weeks from now. And what will happen is, if you are in gold and below, nothing will happen. You will stay where you are in your rank progression. However, if you're above gold, you'll be reset to gold. So everyone who's been climbing, you'll be reset to gold. You will have new seasonal ladder rewards. You're actually gonna have new tracks, new items to grind for, but also new charms as well for season 2. And interesting, we will be also doing a big balance change to rank progression in general. So we will be changing some of the medal distributions in Platinum and Diamond. We are actually making adjustments to Valor shields, making it a bit more easier to get Valor. So this will be rolling out as well in the next season. Um, Moving on, actually, um, we are also going to be doing something big next season in terms of our playlists. So starting next season, we're introducing a legendary rank, and how it's structured. It's really to help improve matchmaking and create a more consistent experience across all skill levels. So what we're doing is we're splitting ranked in two. So regular rank is basically unranked to silver. So players will be playing in here from those ranks, and legendary rank are for players from gold to master. Regular rank is built to be more accessible, of course, for new players who are developing or understanding the new mechanics of this very complex game, and gives them a more safe and structured environment. Whereas once you reach gold, well, this is where it starts to get really sweaty, and you step into the legendary rank. And this gives us a lot of flexibility, and it allows legendary rank to be way more competitive. Matchmaking will focus more on skill and consistency and giving you guys a more challenging and fair experience as you climb higher. So yeah, the goal is simple. Better matches for everyone. Newer players have a room to grow, and while high-ranking players have a more competitive space. That being said, we won't stop there. If we look at the potential, like imagine we can create different rule sets for legendary rank. Maybe best of 7 becomes permanent. Maybe sight and spawn selection is only on in legendary rank, or other gameplay mechanics that are a bit difficult for the new players to understand. So yeah, so I'd love your feedback, and it's going to be rolling out next season, and this is the first step. So bear with us. We will be iterating and working together to make sure that the fine tuning of this makes sense for everyone. So updates will come as soon as it's launched. And let's quickly talk about the future of ranked mode. So we're continuing to evolve ranked with the focus on fair matching, for fair matchmaking, as well as competition. And this includes improvements to progression, rewards, and how players are matched at different skill levels. Some other items we want to look at is two main drivers that we want to focus on. So first one is rewards and motivation. So this one, we want to give players more of a reason to grind rank. And so what you can expect that we are working on in the future is like a ranked currency, a ranked shop, and this is where all your hard work in grinding ranks will come to fruition. You'll be able to buy specific skins on the operators you like, and more on that, and possibly events that are a bit more competitive. The second aspect is competition, and this is where we want to focus more on the competitive kind of like tournament systems. Like the goal here would be to bring the community together to be fighting on these high stakes moments. So this is the main focus for us. I hope you guys have been enjoying ranked, and I'm just super excited for us to kind of roll these out soon. Let me see if there's anything in the chat before I move on to the next subject. Um, cool. So yeah, are we going to have remove audio compass in legendary rank? I see this. So this could be a possibility. The goal first is to roll this out and work with you guys to see what we do for the different ranks, the two different playlist experiences. So definitely on the table. Whether we do it, it's something that we'll decide together later. So let's move on to another hot topic, matchmaking. So we do see this a lot. We see you guys um, um, talk about matchmaking on different mediums, posting pictures of how great sometimes the matchmaking can be. We want to shed some light on why this can happen and what we are doing about it. So in Rainbow Six Mobile, matchmaking is based mostly on three things: rank, skill rating, and ping. When you queue, the system first looks for players in your region with strong connection, and then we look at players who are close to your level of rank and MMR. So if a match is not found quickly, it gradually expands the search, and this is like basically a trade-off between fair matches and reasonable queue times. If you've been waiting longer, well, the system may match you with a wider range of players, especially if those compatible connection quality to your area and the similar wait times. So what happens is sometimes matches can be unbalanced, but this is when you are possibly queuing in full squads, playing during low population times, or being at the different ends of the distribution. So unranked, or ranked, or rookie, or to master, those two ends. But the good news is we are continuously working to improve matchmaking fairness. And so what we've been doing is focusing on better team balancing across ranks, adjustments to how MMR and ranked are used over time, and evolving ranked playlists, such as you saw legendary rank, to enhance both experiences and to improve the rank progression. So balancing the game, and that's what we've done with the new balance coming in next season. Just so you guys know, we also look at the data frequently. Almost, we look at it weekly. We take decisions. We have dashboards, and we make regular adjustments. So sometimes you do see some changes in rank. Sometimes queue times go longer. Sometimes you see restrictions in fire teams. This is because we are changing, and our goal would be in the future to be way more transparent when we do these changes, so you understand what's going on. But in general, we do see an uptrend on improved matchmaking fairness. Cool. So I'm going to move on to some more fun items, some gameplay improvements. Um, First item is hit registration, also a hot topic. We've seen you guys talk about this a lot, and we are super excited to announce that we've made some significant improvements to how the client and server stay synchronized during combat, and these changes should make shooting and landing feel way more accurate and consistent. So this goes live in the next update, so less than 2 weeks, and we cannot wait for you guys to feel this. And just so you know, like this is just the beginning. We have more coming, as we are dedicated in making sure that HitReg is actually like as optimal as possible. So excited for you guys to try this. It's in the next update, and we couldn't wait to tell you. So we had to launch this today. Moving on, another spicy one. So 120 FPS when? Well, it's next season. It's coming out. We know it's been one of the most requested features, and we're excited to bring a first version, guys. So let's calm down. We're introducing a 120 FPS beta mode, and this is for ultra rated devices. So phones that have an ultra grade, that have a 6 gigabyte or of RAM or more, and have a 120 hertz display will be able to enable the option, and you'll be able to turn it on. And just so you know, of course, when you turn this on, you may experience different varying performance. You might have battery drainage. You might have increased heat. But if you have any of these and it affects stability and performance, you could just lower it back in the settings back to 60. We've been taking our time because our goal is really to deliver a stable and fair competitive experience, and we will be continuing to refine this as we move forward. But yes, it's our first step, our first version. We will be optimizing and releasing more improvements. So again, your feedback is really welcome here, as we just want to make a very solid competitive experience. Cool. So let's see if the chat's all good. You guys doing okay? Yeah. Okay. I think no request for 300 FPS. That seems like we're okay then. 600. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Let's kind of move on to another spicy topic then. Latency and connection quality. We've seen player feedback about this, of course, and in Rainbow Six Mobile, latency can come from multiple sources. Sometimes it's related to your own network conditions. Other times it can be influenced by how the game measures connection quality and assigns it to the servers during matchmaking. Right now, latency indicators is designed to show you when something is impacting your connection, but when we know it doesn't always make it clear what the story is, or for the player. So that's something we're actively working on to improve. And while these cases represent a very small population of the small portion of the population, we understand that occasional latency issues can have a huge impact, especially for a tactical shooter like ours. So we take this extremely seriously, and I would just like to tell you guys that we are working on latency across multiple areas and on several improvements. And some are going to be live next season, and some are coming after. But for now, I'm going to give you a short list. We are making ping calculations more resilient to unstable connections and packet loss. We are reducing cases where players are removed from matches while their connection is recovering. We are improving how latency is measured over time to avoid inaccurate spikes. And we are ensuring players are matched to better suited data centers based on their connection. And lastly, we will be giving you guys more tools in the settings. You might have noticed this update. You have ping, network ping as an option to turn on. We will have more of these type of settings to kind of understand the story of what's going on with your connection. Whew, okay. Doing good. Let's see. Any questions on this topic? If not, I will move on to some more fun stuff, to some gameplay features. So let's talk about site and spawn selection. You guys have been requesting it, and we are excited to announce that it is coming next season. So before a round starts, attackers will be able to choose where they spawn, which spawn they want to go spawn on, and as a defender, you will also be able to choose which site you want to vote for. So if the highest voted objective will be able to be executed as the objective your team will play, and also if you win that objective, it will not be available in the next round if you are a defender. Just to be clear, this is the first version of site and spawn selection, and we'll be continuing to refine and expanding this in future updates. So stay tuned. But we're super excited for this to be in. It will be in ranked on day one. So yeah, let's get ready. Okay, moving on. Unless you guys had something there. Don't you guys are moving really quick, so I'm trying to catch some questions. Uh, okay. Uh, yeah, I see one. Before I move on, then, can we swap operators in drone phase? This is something we're looking at, and it won't be in the first version. But like I said, this is the first version. We are definitely looking. We do see that this is very powerful, and we need attackers' win ratio to go up. And it's being able to swap operators is something that we strongly believe in. So it's definitely something that we are exploring, and we'll give you more news on that in the future. So moving on to another spicy item, private match, 1v1. So we've been wanting to give you all more control, more ways to play Rainbow Six Mobile on your own terms, especially a more competitive, fun setting, which is having 1v1. So starting next season, the minimum number of players to start a match will be 2 players. So that means you can potentially have 2v2, 3v3, 4v4 as well. And you will be able to enable or disable the bots. So this means you can actually play with bots if you want to train, but you do need a minimum of 2 to start a match. You'll also have access automatically to site and spawn selection, but due to this change, we will be removing secure area as one of the game modes, as we found an issue, and we'll be fixing this for the next updates. But for now, you will have access to everything as you've seen here. In the future, looking ahead, we will be focusing on also allowing you to play solo, having a solo mode, possibly offline in private match, so you can also train. But stay tuned for more news on this in the future. So yeah, I mean, I could 1v1, I think majority of you. I'll probably have a session one day when this is out to prove it. But for now, here's another image to prove that we do have 1v1. This is 1v1 in restaurant. So yeah, exciting. You can also set the rounds, of course, to be best of 7. Okay. Uh, moving on, I do see some questions here. Upside down rappel. Um, this is great. This is something that we are looking at. No promises right now, but let's just say there are designs. The team we are exploring this currently. And let me look at some other questions. Do we have any training mode improvements? I will be talking about that shortly, actually. So something interesting there about academy and training. And let's move on before I I waste more time on. I want to get through some of these important big ones. So moving on, we have ping wheel. So this is a big one too. We are expanding how players can quickly communicate with their teammates, and ping wheel is something that will be coming to our game. We know a lot of players don't use voice chat in the different ranks, and this way it will definitely help players communicate in game. Um, our first implementation will focus on 3 main areas. So you will have danger pings, which are the danger on the top, and movement. So when you see like an enemy move, you can tell your your team, like, hey, there's movement there, or hey, I saw something's going on there that's bad. The second is category is quick feedbacks. So you have uh, thanks, you're watching an area and the area is clear. So that is the three at the bottom. And lastly, you have basic strategic planning one. So breaching, help, and defend or reinforce. So as a defender, reinforce this wall, open this wall. So yes, this is the our basic version, and it's instant, right? So you tap it, it'll the ping will be where your crosshair is, and it will sadly not be in the next update as we are polishing it rigorously currently. It will be in the next updates. So stay tuned for more information, but just so you know, we have it working in build. We are doing our best to ship you guys, a solid experience. We weren't ready, and we do want to take our time when we deliver features to you guys. Cool. All right, so let's move on to some content. Uh, First up is competitive maps. So what's going on with our maps? Um, expanding our map pool is core to keeping the game evolving. Next season, a brand new map will be added directly. And here is a sneak peek of this map. Um, oh, yeah, okay. Sorry, I was just showing the number of maps first. But yeah, here is a sneak peek of the map. Um, when we, you know, um, I will say Siege veterans will be very happy with this map, but that is all I will leak. This image as well is um, the main image that it's. I mean, we can't really tell, right? But maybe it looks like there's a bomb that you put inside an air conditioner. So please check your air conditioner, guys. Um, and yeah, so like I just want to let you guys know when we focus on creating a new map, we want to focus on um, we look at the different operators, the current competitive meta, and we want to make sure operators stay relevant. We also want to make sure that it rewards coordination, that there's also game knowledge for that map, and that it's easy as well for the different types of players. So going forward, I just want to say that we are committed to delivering new maps regularly. And yeah, just excited for this to come. So yeah, get ready next season. All right, I see control settings. I will be talking about that soon. It's one of the topics. But next up, let's talk about Academy. So someone was mentioning, do we have more for training mode? I'd like to announce that we are building a dedicated space for players to learn, practice, and improve in Rainbow Six Mobile. The Academy is designed to extend the onboarding experience and give you a place to develop your skills at your own pace. So whether you're just starting the game or you're looking to refine, your advanced tactics as a master player, this will be that safe environment to experiment, understand core mechanics, and prepare for your next match. So what can you expect? So what you can expect are different sections to the academy. You're going to have guided tutorials covering the core gameplay mechanics of the game. You're also going to have operator focused training, so specific operators learning about the gadgets. Think about thermite and using hard breaching, learning about that, or bandit to kind of bandit learn to electrify reinforcements or bandit trick, things like this. And then you also have replayable scenarios. So how as specific operators, a 1v5 scenario satisfying specific condition, it's replayable. Again, allowing players to train and understand the different mechanics of what Rainbow Six has to offer. Lastly, we will have map training tools. So think the explore map mode, but more than this, site clearing or dummies that you shoot on specific maps will give you a lot more details soon. And of course, improvements to to possibly the shooting range. For now, we have a shell, we have it, we have a working version. It won't be in the next update, but expect it in the future updates, and we're super excited to get this out for you guys because we definitely see a reason to train and get better in our game. And yes, you know what's cool is that we actually it's the way we've made it is we can actually keep adding missions into it. So our goal is to have a system that grows alongside the game. So yeah, we see that maybe some specific operators are harder to use. We can then kind of push those missions in here. All right, let's move on to someone was asking about settings. Yes, so settings is a big. We have actually a huge improvement coming next update. We've improved. We've added cloud saving, so this one is a big one because now you can actually go to your different devices. Your HUD, your settings are saved. You can reinstall the game. Your settings will be there. You can actually reset the settings. There was a reset to default for each setting. There's also entire sections that are reworked. It's easier to navigate. It's much more organized with different tabs, and it's just way better and organized now. So I think as for players, I think this is going to be great for you guys because it's definitely quality of life things that will make it much easier to use for you guys. Cool. Uh, let's see other questions I can see here. Hostage mode soon. No comment for now, but we are working on some game modes. I'll answer that maybe in a future update. Um, more weapons for operators. We see this a lot. Can we change gadgets and change weapons? So this is something that we also want to do. Um, our goal was really to make it, we are a mobile game. We want it to be a bit more fast to load into matches, as well as a bit streamlined in terms of um, meta for the different operators. But we do see a need to actually allow players room to adjust to the different playstyles. So having swapping weapons and gadgets is definitely on our radar. We do have plans, but I can't say much more than that for now. Okay, uh, let's move on to our favorite subject, renown economy. Uh, we've been hearing a lot of feedback, yeah, that when it comes to unlocking operators, no cap, we have some distribution problems, but actually next season we will be significantly improving how much you earn renown. So we are actually doubling the amount of renown you can get per season. And we aren't touching the cap and the renown you get per match, but we are adding more renown to the daily and weeklies. The same amount you could get a week, so 7,500. So again, this effectively doubles your weekly and earning potentials. It allows you to unlock more operators a season, and whether you like playing matches or completing challenges, you'll have way more to progress every time you log in. So this is just the start, by the way, guys. We're continuing to evolve the system and monitor, and as we get feedback, and we will work on making progression feel more rewarding. Cool. We're doing good, right? Uh, this feature also this by the way this comes maybe I wasn't clear, but settings is coming next season. Renown economy is coming next. Changes are coming next season too. So expect this in trauma from in yeah. So uh do let's go to another spicy topic, anti-cheat. uh Fair play is a big deal for us, okay, and we take cheating extremely seriously. We are actively monitoring the game and taking actions regularly, and we do frequently ban players. We have frequent ban waves against players who break the rules, and this is something we're constantly improving and adapting as like how we detect and how we handle cheaters. And honestly, um, you guys play a really big role here. So keep reporting suspicious activity when you see it. It really helps. If you guys don't know how to do that, well, you can report players on profiles. You can also go on our bug reporter. But the main message here is we are banning frequently, and we do have a plan. But again, you play a big part. So thank you, and yeah, let's let's move on. I didn't leak anything. What are you guys talking about? Uh, so the roadmap, what's coming. So I kind of presented a lot of stuff. Maybe you're lost in when things are coming and how things are coming. I'd like to talk to show you quickly a short-term roadmap. Let's focus more on next seasons and future seasons. So next seasons, we will have legendary rank. We will have site and spawn selection. We have improvements to hit registration. We have 120 FPS. We have 1v1 in private match. We have a new competitive map, new settings, and improvements to both latency, connection issues, and Reno. So this is a big update, guys. Super exciting, as well as the new operator, of course. Um, and following this, we have um, the future seasons. We do have Ping Wheel, a tactical game mode, a new onboarding experience that comes with, of course, the academy and map training modes. And lastly, plan in the future. I won't go into detail, but there are words there. So caster mode, rank shop, competitive events, and map helpers. We'll have another dev briefing that might will definitely talk about what's happening in the future seasons and planned. But I just want to say that we're just super excited for next season for you guys. We can't wait for you guys to play it. And yeah, some final thoughts. Everything we're building uh, is focused on one goal, is making Rainbow Six Mobile a more competitive, polished, and rewarding experience for all of you. And whether it's having improvements to rank and matchmaking, or new systems like Sight and Spawn, um, or long-term motivations such as the academy, each of these changes is really meant to give you guys more control, better progression, and stronger gameplay overall. We know there's still a lot of work ahead. This is not the final state of the game. It's part of a longer journey. And we'll keep listening. We'll keep iterating and keep pushing the experience forward with your feedback. But I just wanted to say thank you, all of you, for your time, your passion, your support. We'll see you in game. And yeah, I hope that was good. Uh, well, that's it on my end. Yeah. Take care, guys.